Tennis started as it was kind of my getaway for myself mentally. It was my oasis. When I was on the court, I didn't have to think about the day-to-day thought of my dad's not here. I could just focus on ripping tennis balls.
I think the first thing that stands out is just passion for the game. The guy loves to compete, great competitor. You know, he focuses on bringing the positive energy in the dual matches, the team environment. It's amazing. It's directly affecting the guys that are playing right next to him. It's affecting the people in the stands. You know, it's hard to really put a mark on how valuable that is to have someone who brings that energy every single day.
How would you describe yourself as a tennis player?
Pretty loud. I take pride in the fact that whoever I'm playing, they're in for a battle. And they're not going to get any easy points from me. I'm going to make it as tough for them as it gets, both mentally and physically. Seeing that sort of energy rub off on others and feeling the impact from your teammates, that's what makes it beautiful. It really kind of all came from my dad. He was a competitive guy all throughout school, and then he became a pretty serious triathlete, ran 4 Ironmen, and was just kind of a total stud. When I got good at tennis, he saw a little bit of him in me, and being the intense, competitive, loving dad he was, I think he wanted me to be really good and gave me every opportunity to do so.
His dad loved tennis. I mean, that was kind of the big reason why he got into tennis. I mean, his dad actually put his job on hold to follow TJ around and actually do this really cool documentary.
Right here is a 4th place trophy from Deer Park, Eastern Close Sectional.
Well, he made sure I loved it first. He didn't want to force me into anything, and I did love it. And once we kind of decided, like, let's go after this, we were all in. I took a lot of pride in the fact that my dad was the one who would drop me off at school every day, pick me up. We'd drive out to the Bronx, about an hour away, to practice. But he really just wanted the best for me and afforded every opportunity, whether it was coaching or mental toughness, for me to be as good as I can be, all the while instilling these lessons. And those were the most unforgettable moments with my father. No one was expecting it, didn't have any conditions or anything, and it pretty much rocked my world. Really just used tennis as like my coping mechanism. Any sort of anger or emotions that I felt, I could just like take out on the tennis court. The more hours I spent on the court, not only did I know that that's what he would want, and if he were with me, we would be doing it together, but I felt that he was still with me and kind of took it upon myself to continue achieving and keep getting better on the tennis court. Up until now, 10 years later, I'm 22, just want to make him proud every day. He always told me, have a never say die attitude with everything you do. And that's something that I value more than anything. And also just caring about people, generosity of heart, generosity of mind, and, you know, giving back to others that they give to you.
All his years, he's really shaped this group the most. He's really taken the younger guys under his wing, and he cares so much about the program and about Duke tennis, and he's just invested everything into it. He's definitely led by example. I think that's the number one thing. You know, in the past, sometimes he's maybe tried to lead a little too much with his words, but now he's doing both. So it's really exciting for me as a coach to see him develop, you know, from freshman year to now, and you know, he's definitely playing the best tennis of his career. He's leading the best that he's ever led, and he's a big reason for our successes this year.
Honestly, I have trouble thinking that it's all coming to an end. Having my family, my mom, my brothers, my sister, the people that I love the most and that have given so much to me in terms of time and effort and support. It's really as special as it gets, you know, to have everyone there and supporting me from, you know, day one to the last hurrah. I've loved every minute of it. I mean, from my teammates every year and practice every day I cherished, being in the classroom. I just wanted to maximize every experience, every interaction I had and take everything I could from Duke and experience it all in my 4 years here, which have gone by quicker than I'm maybe comfortable with. I think I'll find something else to pour my competitiveness and my intensity into. Could be golf, could be surfing, could be being a triathlete. I mean, he did 4 Ironmen, so I want to do 5. Kind of one-up him a little bit. And I know he would have been proud to see me come to Duke and this sort of competitive beast I've become. I know he'd be taking pride in that.
I'm gonna miss it all. I mean, just him on a daily basis, not just him on court, but just every interaction that I've had. He's such a positive guy. Definitely gonna miss his wins. You know, we call him Mr. ACC. The guy just steps up in the biggest moments at the biggest stage. But he's gonna be back. I mean, he's Duke tennis for life, and you know, we'll get to see more of him, just not so much on the court.
If I could say one thing to the donors, it's thank you for your generosity and support. I mean, it means more than you could possibly imagine to be a Duke student athlete, and we recognize, at least I hope we recognize, I definitely recognize what a privilege it is and how it's changed my life in so many ways, and how no matter what I'll always have, you know, Duke to wear across my chest. And honestly, it wouldn't be possible without their generosity.